2021 will go down as the year COVID-19 brought India to its knees. A devastating second wave ripped through the nation, and even as the world's largest vaccination drive finally got going. Let me bring you a recap of the year that was. The year started with hope, less number of COVID cases across the globe and vaccines approved early on. India added two in its arsenal: Serum Institute's Covishield and its first indigenous vaccine, Covaxin, which was approved even though clinical trials were still ongoing. And with this, India embarked on its COVID vaccination drive for healthcare and frontline workers, although slow in January and February. In March, vaccination was opened for vulnerable populations of all above 60 years of age and those 45 years plus with comorbidities, at a time when COVID cases around the world and in India were rising fast. A new COVID variant, later identified as Delta, originated in India and was raising its head when the country was focused on elections in 5 states, including a month-long polling in West Bengal. March and April saw political rallies flaunting large crowds, despite significant increase in daily case counts. At the same time, 1 million devotees were taking the holy dip in River Ganges daily during the Kumbh Mela, as the BJP-led government was indecisive on cancelling the religious spectre. And what led to a 1800% rise in cases in Haridwar and high positivity among attendees. The damage was already done. What shook the nation, government and even election commission was when hospitals started overflowing and a massive oxygen crisis hit the national capital. SOS messages from hospitals, doctors and helpless patient families calling for life-saving oxygen made headlines. Amidst the peak of deadlier COVID second wave, the government pushed its vaccination drive, approved the third vaccine, Russia's Sputnik V. Same time, it split the vaccine procurement program to allow states and private organizations to procure directly. This led to further chaos. In May, India opened up vaccination to cover all above the age of 18 years of age, but this vaccine expansion did not match vaccine supplies. Meanwhile, cases were soaring. May 7th saw the unfortunate record of highest cases, daily cases, 4.14 lakh new cases and 3,900 new deaths recorded in just 24 hours. April and May 2021 were months India would never want to relive. Hospitals were full, fatalities zoomed, cremation grounds were overcrowded, and floating bodies in rivers in UP and Bihar showed the underpreparedness of the nation and the government to deal with the pandemic. As cases slowly started ebbing by mid-June, the vaccine supply crisis continued. To ensure equitable supplies, government reverted to 75% centralized vaccine procurement and approved the first foreign vaccine, which was Moderna's mRNA vaccine. Later in August, J&J's single-shot vaccine was also approved. Now, while 6 vaccines have been approved, only 2 have been made available and vaccinated 99.9% citizens in India. Foreign-made vaccines, Moderna, J&J, despite regulatory clearances, never made past the disagreement on indemnity clauses. August onwards, India's vaccination drive picked up pace, with 50% eligible adults having received at least 1 dose. Vaccinations were touching daily highs, with 1 crore vaccine doses mark being achieved. By late August, the government approved Zydus Cadilla's ZyCoV-D as the next vaccine for all above the age of 12 years. However, it is still to be launched till now. PM's birthday was September 17th, and that saw a landmark 2.5 crore vaccine doses being administered in a day. This is the highest we have seen in the pandemic so far. Now, as private sector slowed vaccination, state and central governments actually took the load. But SARS-CoV-2 was not sitting quiet. A new variant, Omicron, was identified in South Africa, termed more transmissible than Delta, and put the world into a travel ban frenzy. Multiple states in India have also rolled in restrictions, banned Christmas and New Year celebrations. 2021 also marked a year of inequity. While almost 56.8% population in the developed and the richer countries have received at least 1 dose, only 7% in the poorer nations have been that lucky. India too could not achieve its target of 100% full vaccination of all eligible adults. But let's end 2021 on a positive note. India has added 2 new vaccines and a COVID pill in its arsenal. It is looking forward to vaccinating children and boosting vulnerables as 2022 starts. All this with a hope that the Omicron wave is a milder one and people and the world and governments have learned their lessons of following COVID protocols.